welcome to Family. We've got your back. It's Friday the 13th, and boy, has it been one. I've been trying to make copies of my book, and so it's like a craft project, basically, because it's like a flip chart calendar type thing.
Never-ending craft project.
Oh, man. And I've been working for hours, and I only made like 9 copies. This is harder than I thought it was. Anyway. And apparently I'm the only one who knows how to use a ruler to make a straight line. It's like, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. So yeah, I have to basically do most of it by myself. And so it's not, and I can't find the coils that go to the top that I bought. So we have to use the ones that are too small. And it's like, what else could go wrong today besides unhappiness and frustration and plumbing and electrical issues? And how many times do we have to go back to the store to buy the part that we just bought because it was the wrong one? And like, wow. A black cat crossed our path sometime today, apparently.
Oh.
But yeah. So
in 10 years, we'll look back at this time and think, man, we're better people because of it.
There you go.
Sorry.
So I don't know why I keep rambling about my rough
Hopefully
day.
it's not 10 years. Hopefully we can look back from this in a week and say, we're better because of it.
Yeah. So we've already probably talked about what we're going to talk about this week, because I had an experience, a couple of them, that a couple weeks ago, or I don't know, I can't even remember. I'm so exhausted. But a gentleman, a veteran, asked me when I was the cashier for a bit at work, do you have a veteran's discount? And I said, on Veterans Day?
Yeah.
And he said, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You didn't tell me this story, I don't think.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
And I was like, how is it my store or my
Right.
call at all, first
Not at
of all? And second, excuse me?
I know, that's bold.
So you want a discount every day because 50 years ago you were involved in the armed forces in some way, right?
Right.
And although I really appreciate your
Absolutely.
service, right?
Yes,
like that
yes.
is totally
We need our
honorable
veterans.
and awesome, and thank you for your service.
Yeah.
But because of that, you feel owed a discount at a store? Like a small store.
Yeah, right.
In this economy, right?
Yeah.
It's like, are you really telling me that I should be ashamed of myself because the store isn't offering you what you want?
Right.
Like, yeah.
That is it's a hard way to live your life.
Right?
You know?
I just thought, wow. I mean, yes, of course, if it were up to me, I would do my best to offer you something.
Yeah.
But for years, the owner has been trying to figure out how to do it in a fair way. Because if you ask a veteran for his ID that says you're a veteran, they get offended. Because they're wearing their hat that says veteran. So that they can get a discount. Right? And great for the stores that can afford to do that. Right? And I'm not saying that this one can't. I don't know the financial situation. It's not my business, not my call. Not anything to do with me at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
Right? And so, yeah. So it's like, why am I being called out for one? So that was situation number one, that I was being called out for something that, how is this on me, right?
I can't do anything, right? Powerless.
Powerless. And another one was I was yelled at for something that I didn't even do when I wasn't even there. And they know it wasn't me. And they know it wasn't my fault. And that I wasn't even there. It wasn't my
it's
call.
That old game where, it's the sibling's fault that's never there, right?
Right.
Ah.
It's like, oh, Esther's gone. It's her fault. It's like, what? Yeah. Yeah, you blame everything on the kid that's absent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. I was like, wait, why am I being yelled at right now? Like, I didn't do it. It wasn't my call. And the person who did do it was following the boss's
instructions.
Direction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you had been doing your job, or anyway, I'm not going to. So anyway, it's like, why am I? Yeah.
Oh.
So
I don't know the connection between these two events, though.
Well, other than it's crappy on me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Aside from
dump on Michelle Day.
Yeah.
And so both didn't occur on the same day or today.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, in those situations, both people felt entitled to
X.
Yeah. One was behavior.
Yeah.
And another one was a discount.
Uh-huh.
Right? And so the definition of entitled or entitlement is a right to benefits specified, especially by law or contract, or belief that one is deserving of certain privileges. It's like, I deserve this. I am owed this.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, right?
Right.
And so I'm sure we have done one on entitlement before, but it just felt especially poignant
so
as Christmas is coming that I'm entitled to $1,000 of presents. No.
Nope.
You're not. Mm-mm. Are you entitled to even one? No, you're not.
No.
Is it nice to receive Christmas gifts? Yes.
Yeah,
Is it nice to receive a veteran's discount?
Yes.
Is it nice to behave however you want, irrespective of other people? Well, no, it's not kind, but sure is, freedom, whatever. I don't know.
Aren't I entitled to students doing what I ask them to do? Dang it.
Nope.
I'm not. In an ideal world, all of these things would happen, right?
Yeah.
But we do not. I know.
Trent is going to go get the power cord because we're going to die. And since we choose not to edit or pause because we want things to be real life, that's what happens because we want to be real and we're not trying to show that, we're a fake family or anything or try to be as polished as possible. Yes, we want to be as polished as possible, but we're doing it as, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't want...
We don't want to do it again.
We don't want to edit, and we're not going to push pause because, whatever.
Are we entitled to the power for our computers to work nonstop? No. We like it when it happens.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Ta-da, plugged in. Okay, so anyway... in today's day and age, with everybody feeling like they are owed specific things and then they get mad at you because they didn't receive them, it's like, excuse me? I gave you life. That's good enough, right? And in some cases...
It is, right?
Like, yes, I, as a mother, want to be a good mother and give you... the tools that you need to succeed as an adult, right? My job as a mother is, 1, to give you life, and 2, to help you become a successful member of society as an adult, right?
Yes.
Raise you to continue and live your life in a way that will continue the species and a quality of life, right?
Yeah.
So, but are you entitled to that? No.
No.
Like, it would be nice. It would be the right thing to do as the other person, as the parent. It's the right thing to do. But is the receiver of that entitled to a perfect parent? No. Because that doesn't exist.
Happen. Yeah.
But I don't know how to explain it other than you're not owed anything in life. Right. You're not owed.
And so, yeah, and I think, too, that because we're not owed, the things that we must develop is that gracious mindset.
Yes.
You know, if we can be grateful, despite life being unfair, often.
Life will always be unfair.
Often.
It just is.
You count your blessings for the moments that are what you expect,
or not even that, or just great in some way, or just all like. I have a home. Yeah. We don't live at the dump in Mexico.
We don't.
You know, that famous dump.
Yeah.
That's a city. We don't live there. We have food.
Yeah.
You know, that is something to be grateful for, not owed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There's so many things that we can just recognize that are, and even if we were in that situation, in that worst, third world country and impoverished and stuff like that, there are still things that you can find thankful. You can still find things to be thankful for.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that that's a quality of life that we should aspire to.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that the people who live there are at fault in any way. I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
But I am saying that the world in general owes you nothing.
Yeah.
And yes, there are laws that say if I do this, then this should happen. But that's not, like, that varies country to country or city to city, right?
Right.
Like, it's not a universal agreement on how things should be doled out, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess what we're saying is life's not fair. Get used to it. And you're not owed anything, so stop expecting it and demanding it of people, right?
Yes.
It's like, as a mother, I would like to be able to say, you owe me kindness and consideration, and when I'm speaking to you, you actually need to listen instead of, ignoring me because you have your headphones on, right?
Yep.
I mean, it would be fabulous.
I know you're thankful for your headphones, but you should be more thankful
for your mother who just spent her day off going grocery shopping so you could have food.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So, I don't know. I feel put upon by people who feel they are owed, and I don't owe them what they're asking.
And sadly, we're not owed
their respect or kindness
either, right?
And was I kind to them anyway? Yes, I was. Because I want to be the kind of person that treats people with love and kindness and consideration, right? I want people's days to be better because they were around me instead of worse.
Right.
Does that always happen? No. But is that my goal, to be that kind of person? Yes. And so I choose to give that, but they are not owed it.
Right.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone chose to give kindness and generosity and XYZ to others? And then it wouldn't be an owed situation, but a basic way of life, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not, even then, it wouldn't be owed because that's the culture. It would be, that's how we treat each other because we want what's best.
Right. And we want to be, and
society.
Right. Yeah, the motives are key, right? Because you can always want something for, if I do this, then I'll get that, right? It's like
the give and take
type thing. And a lot of times during Christmas time, we see that with kids' behaviors. Like all of a sudden they're angels for a month or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, like Ava told me today that she was not going to say something that popped into her head that was rude because she wanted Santa to come visit. I'm like, how old are you? 19?
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, it was a funny moment, but it was still, I'm like, thanks for not saying that rude thing. But I told her, you realize that you're not getting much for Christmas because, you know, we're finishing, are working on the basement and you get your own bedroom for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what you get, is your sister moving out of your room.
Bed, of your room, yeah.
Right? That's what you
Merry
get
Christmas.
for Christmas. Open a key to your door on Christmas Day. Whatever. I don't care.
Right.
Whatever. You know, it's like, you realize that, you know, Santa isn't giving you stuff. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know, but I still want Santa to come. And I'm thinking, you live in your own world today. It's Friday the 13th. You're going to just be... Oh, it's just not going to work out for you. So anyway... So, yeah.
And thankfully, though, they do understand.
They do.
They do.
They understand that life is what it is. And
yeah,
that they are not owed Christmas presents. And that they're not owed anything from, well, I don't know if that's true, but they realize that they have a lot of things to be grateful for, and they typically are grateful.
Yeah.
But that's not the case in every family.
No, it's not. And so that is something that you have to work on, have to develop.
Yeah, this sense of entitlement, like the couple years ago, I saw a giving tree type thing at a restaurant, and I was looking at them to see, if there was something that I could do, and it was like, I want an Xbox. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
excuse me.
This, right?
And they were wanting like all these electronics and like all these extra things. I'm like, if you're actually needy, don't you need maybe clothes?
Some clothes, some winter gear.
Boots,
winter gear.
Food. Money for your heating bill. Things like that. A
nice meal, you know, a celebration.
Because we don't have an Xbox.
No.
We don't have all these, like, even a robot vacuum, you know? We don't have all these
We don't
things.
even have a robot vacuum.
We don't have all these things that people are asking for that are like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is what needy is in America?
Right.
I find that hard to believe, right? And so, like, even the giving tree is this sense of entitlement that I'm poor because I don't have an Xbox. It's like, no. That is not how that works.
It's not.
If you don't know where your next meal is coming from and you're asking for an Xbox, you need serious help.
Yeah, sell it. Yeah, if you get an Xbox, then you should sell it on whatever. You know?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell people how to live their life.
I know.
Well, yes, I am. Okay. If you think that you are needy because you don't have an Xbox, you are wrong. Change your life. Change your... anyway, so I'm just mad about that.
You just offended all the Xbox users out there.
I don't care.
Yeah. Anyway.
True neediness is a real thing. And
it is.
For those who say they're needy because they don't have an Xbox, it's quite offensive to the truly needy.
Yeah.
So for those people who are on the giving tree asking for Xboxes, I am not going to help you out because I am judgy and rude. There you go. Anyway, so it's been a day. Can you tell that I'm so ranty and grouchy? Merry Christmas.
Oh, we still got a couple weeks till that. No, we don't. We have 1 week till that.
No, it's, well,
2.
a week and a half-ish.
Yeah, a week and a half.
Yeah, so excited. Anyway, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just thought that this, as Christmas is coming, that we should talk about what you're owed, because you're not owed a big dinner and lots of gifts under the tree, and no. So instead, your homework this week is, instead of feeling owed, I want you to think about what you can give your fellow humans this season. Whether you celebrate Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or nothing or Christmas.
Yeah.
what can you do to make someone else's life better instead of what am I owed
Right.
this season? Anyway.
And
then do it.
Do it, yeah. And once again, it doesn't have to be a thing. It can be
No, it doesn't have to be a thing. I would prefer it to not be a thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You have a great week and hope your Friday the 13th isn't as horrible as ours. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.